宣伝方向起動。
Yo, Max. Notification squad or what?
挑戦可能な試練を提示。
Oh shit.
交渉プログラムを起動。
His statue was open. It's not Tracing the Sky the Third. I mean, this game is not Tracing the Sky the Third. But Tracing the Sky the Third was intended as a bridge to introduce the incoming games of the series. So its structure is slightly different for this game. I just explained it. Game is louder than you, by the way. Is it better like this? Because I'm not using the usual mic. I'm not at home. Is it better now? Because I'm not at home, so I'm not using the same mic as usual. Alright. Alright, gonna try and do this. I set up like shit, but I guess it will work. I hope it will.
試練の扉を起動
Oh, is that its music? Yeah, I like this one. Especially the incoming part. This part. Here's my bandana. Shinku Hadouken! Whoop!
俺の番だ。崩れたぞ。行くぜ。こいつはどうだい？クリムゾンスケール。チャンスだ。任せてくれ。崩れたぞ。俺の番だな。俺の番だ。アークス駆動。
What Stompido? Her aspect is so silly. Oh, hey, it had a voice. They usually don't have a voice. Man, this art raw power is pretty powerful. Berserga Shin. Okay. I see Kiwami. So some craft became Kiwami with Gaius.
試練の扉を起動
Rin Arios. Pretty easy to be a Viking.
試練の扉を起動
Okay, 2 more and then I'll go to the final chapter, to the dungeon.
試練の扉を起動
The forgot I put the magical Anissa outfit on him. Oh lol, what? Man, he's S-Crap, I love it. Yeah. The game was quite generous with the zero craft turns. What did you do? It looks like his suction trap ignores the trackers.
剣能人玄武行くぞ。荒ぶる風我が剣に宿り行くぞ。やつをかなう
Whoa, he enhanced and then he buffed. Doesn't it look like he's still using only one arm? Anyway. I forgot to analyze those, but I think I can redo it. I think they are repeatable fights, so I don't really care. There we go. I think I'm gonna try and get those entries while I'm still can. Strike it while it's hot. Oh god, 60k. Not too bad. Yeah, he still loses one arm. Alright. Hey, you can still earn some stuff here. I see.
試練の扉を起動
Arisa este no el Serin. Okay. I forgot what Arisa had there. Yeah, I didn't buy them yet. Maybe after I finish the game. When I'll be having to go through every corridor again. Basically clean up shit. Oh yeah, you play on your pro indeed. I forgot about that. Maybe that. What did she have here? I forgot. Maybe she had a mirror. Not sure. God damn you. Yeah, indeed. Not sure what she had there. Oh god. Don't forget to get them screenshots for me. Never mind, I remember what I put on Alisa. It was the speed. Damn man, 懐かしいな。How long has it been already? Almost 3 years, right? Or is it already 3 years? I'm not even sure. To think at that time, last year I was setting up to go to your house. Wow, it would have been 4 years. It will be 4 years. Wow. And our Dame Dane moment, where we found out we were just like 1 mile away from the real ending, but we got caught blocked. Ah, dude. A real Dame Dane moment here.
挑戦可能な試練を提示。
Dame Dane. Yeah, I remember it too well, man. It hit very hard. We were like, yes, we got the real ending, we got the real ending, and like, what? No. We were so hyped, thinking that we got the ending, but in the end, we got shit. Is it this? No, it's not the same year where I finished Xenoblade. I remember us being hyped finishing Xenoblade, but I cannot situate when it was. Those all and that all-nighter we pulled, remembering that the kids were going to school. Oh, it was 2 years ago. Man. Like, the memories are so vivid, but the actual year is not. I don't remember the actual year, but the memories are still present. I remember the hype. We really had fun back then. And we also watched the first season of Clannad this time. I mean, when we were doing Xenoblade, if I recall correctly. Or was it last year? Oh god. We always watched some anime when I came, anyways. Like I said, the memories are there, but not the years. Man, I don't remember. I just remember us watching a little bit of Witchcraft Wars, ReZero, Clannad. What did we watch again? We watched a lot of animes. I mean, for the time we had. Oh shit, Fish has one turn. Oh, cool. Yo, Knight. We were just talking about the stuff we were doing at Max Place when I came. Now this is a corridor boss. This is a trial boss. What was that? The East Corridor. Yeah, tail whip. That was some Pac-Man shit. Man, the game is quite generous with the general craft today. I just went with the default in here. None of them has damage increase. They all have the damage increase.
私の番ね。輝けゴールデンスチーム。えいやえい行くわよ。遅い。行きます。やあ任せてちょうだい。
Wow, that break power. I forgot what it actually is. Apparently, I have more episodes. 3 of them, 3 more of them. I don't know what it is. Neither that. Why Rufus? Okay. Cannot read that one. Violent Rage, usage 300. I don't know what's that. But it involves the shop, so accessory. Nah, just give experience. The minimal level of your character should be 130. The notes. Vantage Master. Apparently I have 2 more opponents. Suika. Okay. Oh, I have Project Tirfing going, but I think I'm just gonna jump on the final dungeon instead. Let me in! Oh, look at that. I forgot to stop there. Well, Lloyd has full power by full power then. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go with that core 4, and then I don't know what I'll do actually. And since Rin is pretty much inheriting everyone else, I should build something at the same level. Yep, this is the geophone. Just went there for the pump it up music. Well, I like it. It doesn't match the original one. I mean, not the real original one, but the one in Zero. But I quite like this one instead. I quite like this one instead of what we got in Zen 3 and 4. But of course, I would have liked the Zero and our evolution version. The the Evo version of Zero and Ao had that big bass. At Max Place, we would play the shit out of that bass. Zero front be like, ah shit. We'll go again. Yeah. They reused vanilla version. Well, it's up to you if you want to party. Why not? Oh wow, what a coaster only. Just kidding. Oh, let's go. Hey, yo, first things first, it's time to shake ground. Yo, Max.
Oh,
What's the problem, man?
I'm kind of confused by the new party system because I have to click on your name, but I hope it's not public. Like, you know, it's not a party where everyone can join because that would be a problem.
I think we're safe.
Okay, good. Good.
Good.
So you're going for the final dungeon now?
Yeah, I think I'm building up a little bit more, and then I'll head up in there.
Yeah, so like I told you, I mean the game is going to explain to you in Japanese, but the system is kind of weird for the final dungeon. I did not understand at first, so it's cool that I tried because I got to see, I guess, how it works before I do it, in a way. You know what I mean?
I just hope that it doesn't put my party in two fights, because basically I have one core that is pretty much loaded, and then the other is just there for some more quad stuff, and for the brave orders basically. So that's why I'm worried.
The thing that sucks about it is that it kind of forces you to limit your party, and then the rest is like stuck with green, as I understand it. What I saw. So I think you should not just like say you grab your best members for like the first team and then leave the, you know, the rest like with green. Because this could bite you in the ass, I believe. Why am I even spending time on Hajimari again? I don't know. I guess just so I can hang out with you in the party.
Well, it's no big deal.
Yeah. I didn't even know what to do anyway, so why not?
Well, welcome then.
Yeah, welcome.
At least you
I mean,
can
it's pretty
finish
chill,
it.
so, you know.
Yeah. It's not like I was doing shit like a pro or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
even
Oh, I
care.
just got a trophy. What the fuck? But yeah, this is pretty. I like it. But yeah, like Knight says, I guess I'll get to finish the game at some point. I don't know when. Because yes, I'm close to. I'm basically at the same spot as Kevin, except that I haven't done as many corridor stuff as he did. So. Because I got lazy and I was like, eh.
Nah.
Ah, Falcon. I think it's a lot more motivating for me to have my PS4 Pro on my desk as opposed to the living room. It's just more chill.
Yeah, because you have more access to everything.
So everything, yeah. Because at first I thought that when I was about to get my apartment, like way back in 2016, I was like, man, that's gonna be so rad to play my living room, like on my setup and my big TV, and it's gonna be so rad. And then I was like,
and then you're
actually,
never
no.
in your living room.
Yeah. True that. Yeah, Knight is kind of correct though, because you can do everything post game as well apparently in the corridor, so I could just be a little bit like, you know, lazy I will say, and just like go straight to the final dungeon and then do the rest like afterwards. I could do that, but I don't know.
Well, yep. Maybe. I just did shit when it came to me, except the Tearfing episode.
Yeah.
I was bored. I didn't really want to do that. And since now I have to set up, I'm basically setting up the party
Yeah.
before going to the final dungeon.
Okay. I mean, setting up the party before the final dungeon is pointless, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, but you know, just
You mean like the items and like, you
the
know,
boss and shit like that.
Yeah, sorry, that's what you meant. Right. Yeah, for me I have the worst setup ever, but I'm on very easy mode, so the game is very forgiving.
The Vegas star mode. Shout out to him, by the way.
I think people call it also the journalist mode. But yeah, it's also the mode for like people like me, like disabled mode. I just hope that the next game will be manageable for me, because if it's like East 9, then rest in peace, Kiseki for me. No joke, I'm not even joking. Like,
yeah.
I will have to give up, and it's not because I want to, but I will have to. So. I will be very salty, but what can you do? I had to give up on Yakuza as well, so...
But now it's an RPG, maybe you could jump on this.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of too slow. Like, what I like about Yakuza is like how fast it is, if it makes any sense. That's what I liked. Even if I wasn't able to really manage very well. And when I saw Knight play it, I was like, man, this is lasting forever. Like, you know, those fights.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the
I was
game.
like, dude, why are the fights drag on so long, man? And
But like Knight says, I can watch playthroughs, and you know, that's what I used to do actually.
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not really complaining about the game system and shit like that, but there's no difficulty setup, I think. So for Yakuza, for a game that doesn't have difficulty setup, I kind of think that even though the regular mob fight take too long for a mob fight, really.
Yeah.
It's a mob fight, so shouldn't it be a little faster? To be fair, it's probably because you weren't geared up properly. Ah, I see. Well, I hope it's that, because really, I don't really like fight that drag on too long. I mean, on Kiseki here, I'm playing on Nightmare, so some fight that drag, it's okay because it's on Nightmare.
Yeah. It's kind of supposed to happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you're a nightmare. You know, fun fact, it's just a fact, but way before we met, when I was already a Falcon fan, I was actually pretty much only watching playthroughs instead of playing the games myself, because that was so hard. I was like, you know, that was just not feasible. And one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to bust my ass and try to play the games, but I kind of feel burnt out again on that, so I don't know.
Yeah, and now there's also Trails of Cold Skip 4.
Oh god,
like that.
yeah. I haven't played it, but I'm not looking forward to play it again and have to see what I didn't like again. That's one thing I'm just like, oh
Well,
god.
you could put a Xena and straight up not do the body.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna bother. I'll just do Elisa because you know me. But I'm just gonna ignore everybody else. Just everything that has a heart on it, just straight up ignored. I'm not gonna spend the points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep them.
Because really,
none of them happened anyway. That's
Yeah.
how she said it, and she's right. None of it happened. Even Elisa, none of it happened. So,
she didn't say that. It was mostly me who was pointing out that. But yeah, we were both saying that basically, since it's not required for you to do it, then basically it doesn't happen, or it leaves the player thinking it happened, but really the interpretation of it not happening is also viable, since the game doesn't confirm anything and resets every time, so both are viable.
I mean, considering that Hajimari reset everything anyways, it did not happen canonically. That you can say. That is a fact. That's
I think it's even wrong to say that it reset. It's like nothing happened, so everything has to be done again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, it's not the correct way to say it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that, really.
Yeah. Because I mean, to be honest, and again, that was a point she made in your previous stream, one of your previous streams, and I agree. When you see how Falcom handled it, anyways, from the second game to the third game, sometimes they reset everything, sometimes you get more choices, less choices. It's kind of a mess, anyways. It doesn't really make sense. So I don't know. It's not really. It's not well made. You know what I mean? So in the end, does it really matter? No, it doesn't anyways. So.
Yeah. Those things were just for the players, really.
Yeah, it is. I think all you can say is that this is kind of a fan service on the side. You could see it like that, just oh, you like this stuff, then here's 2 minutes of something you wish happened, I guess, or something like that. That's not to say bonding events are all like that, because some of them are technically canon because they do show you story stuff, I guess, stuff that's part of backgrounds or
some stuff in the story references something that happened in bonding.
Yeah, in the history of the world or whatever. But yeah, oh shit.
So, some bonding events are indeed included in the story.
Yeah. So it's a fine line. It's a very fine line, and it's hard to really dissect everything. But yeah. I mean, it's not hard. It's just I guess it would take time for someone, if someone really wanted to pay attention to it and see what kind of information is like actual information and what is just fan service, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we can just take it as it is. And since it's an annoyance for me, and technically it's still, I mean, not technically, it never happened, so why even bother, right? You know?
Yep.
Plus it will save me time, and also save me some grief. So, you know, I will on both ends by doing that. And since I'm not like you, I don't really care about, like, you know, trophy hunting, which is, you know, a thing some people like to do, and for me it's not even viable anyways. So I'm like, you know, it's not a problem.
Yeah, true.
Oh shit. And I'm gonna, you know, check out what Falcom does with Kuro no Kiseki, and if
I have a
good
I have a sheet post I want to make, but
nice.
it doesn't involve Falcom after hours, but it's gonna be a fun one.
A shit post about what?
About the new carve-out system.
Oh, we could see. I think it's still, you know, it could still be used for sure. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I will make that by myself, but it's gonna
by
be a
yourself,
shit.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. But if you want to be a part of, like, we're trying with Knights to find some shit posts to do. Like, you know, stuff, it could be anything about any character, so the sky is the limit, lol, no pun intended. But, you know, if you have ideas to do stuff with us that we could post, like anything, because, you know, when you have time, it would be cool, even if you don't have a VR headset, you can still do stuff, you know, on the desktop, so we could maybe do something once in a while, like, you know, when we feel like it. Oh yeah, no, sorry, I didn't see the... Yeah. Kuro looks like it's gonna be... It has potential so far, but I'm very cautious. I don't want to be disappointed, especially since for me it could be a very hard pill to swallow this time. So. Especially if the gameplay is like not manageable and Falcom keeps on doing their shit that I don't like. Would be yeah. It's been a while since we have done the party like this, right?
Some
I mean, we did one not too long ago, but we don't do them much, right?
Yeah, indeed.
It's because of me, of course, because I don't play at all these days. I don't play games. Oh, I just did something stupid. As usual. That's why I don't do let's plays or like streams, because, I mean, streams like with gameplay or serious gameplay, because I'm just so bad, like no one would want to watch that. That's just too, yeah, no. Watch a blind man suck at video games. That would be just like frustration for anyone watching. So.
Yeah. At least you're self-aware. You're not trying to...
Yeah.
To make something like, look at me, I'm handicapped, but I'm still a badass, you know. I mean, of course, there are blind people who can play shit.
Yeah.
There was a guy that who finished Ocarina of Time despite being blind.
Yeah, that's insane.
Some people blindfold themselves to finish Super Mario World and shit like that. So.
Yeah, but like this is, you know, this is like a completely...
This is a different category, but you know...
yeah.
some
This
blind
is like
people.
a skill.
Yeah.
This is like a skill they develop and work on for like forever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but some people, yeah, they just this is, let's say, a matter of obstination.
Mm-hmm.
At least we can all rest easy knowing none of us are DSP. What's that?
Mm-hmm.
What's DSP, dude?
What is going on? What is going on? What the fuck? Hold on. Okay. I just did something on my PC by accident. But yeah, you'll always find those crazy talented people that do these like records, world records, or like I don't know, stuff that's really impressive. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Okay. But yeah.
DSP is a streamer who always sucks at game and he cons his fan for money. What?
Oh, I
Really?
heard of that. I heard of DSP. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Tell me about it.
I heard of it, but I don't know much honestly. But I heard about it. Yeah. Basically, what Nightman explained is the extent of what I know, sadly. So, but I heard of it in a few places.
And is that guy have been terminated or not?
I don't know. I don't follow.
Ah,
Yeah, the guy is a piece of shit. I think the only things I could stream realistically would be visual novels, where it's just like, you know, you
press
you
the
choose
button to
stuff.
advance.
Yeah, yeah, and like it's all about choosing like stuff, and then yeah, I mean, like I could stream stuff like Steins Gate, for example, because it's just like you choose the words to respond on your phone, basically, kind of stuff. Man, I highly recommend anyone that loves like the Steins Gate anime to play the visual novels. Those are amazing. By the way, I mean I don't think you have, right? You didn't play the
No,
visual
I don't
novels.
play visual novels.
But it's not like your basic, you know, dating sim where it's like who you want to bang. No, it's like
Yeah, I know,
nothing
but
like it. Nothing like it. Absolutely
I know,
nothing.
but you know, I'm really not into visual novels. The only visual
okay.
novels I played is
Eroge?
yeah, let's say it like that. But I played Phoenix Wright series, which can be considered as VNs. I played Professor Layton, which can be a little visual novel, but
Phoenix Wright is a visual novel, right?
yeah, for me, to my book, Phoenix Wright is a visual novel.
Okay.
Oh, and yeah, we have to play the original Doki Doki Literature Club one day. Just
Oh man. Yeah, you know, it's actually localized now. Totoro. Totoro is localized. It's in English, so
Yeah.
you can buy it.
I'll probably buy it sometime just to
I should buy
support,
it, man.
just to support the thing.
Me too. I actually forgot about it because I like physical and I think it's only digital. But I do want it because I know it's like a really neat concept, like we talked about. I remember we tried to set up like a real-time translation on the game, right? You remember? Like it's like putting the translation out of Google Translate in real time or something.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I did on the original Totoro, like Japanese, in Japanese. And it's a pain in the ass to set up, so I was like, yeah, whatever. But yeah.
but now we don't have to do that anymore.
Yep, which is great. I just wish I could buy these like physically, because I just like collecting stuff, and that includes my culture type media, you know?
Yeah.
I remember I bought a Nero game many years ago on J-List. I forgot what it's called, but it was digital, and I lost my my account and my key, and I don't have the file. So, yeah.
Digital for forever, huh?
Yeah. You gotta love digital stuff. It's this is why I think we need physical and digital to always coexist, always, because you need options.
Yeah, and you need to find the shit you lose.
Yep. Oh shit! What just happened? No. Oh.
Ah, shit.
I hate when whatever. Sorry, I'm just moaning because I'm doing stupid things.
My girlfriend is the president on J-List.
What? Oh, this is the one I bought. My girlfriend is the president. That's the one. That's actually the one.
I see.
Oh god. And I started it and I didn't even get to the first stage scene. I just like gave up. I never played it. Like I bought it in like I was 21 years old or something like that. So that was like 9 years ago. And I never played it. Oh, physically, that's awesome. I got it digitally because I was scared of getting custom keys. Plus, I didn't want my dad to see like the package arriving. Because
nicely wrapped.
yeah, I mean, I know J-List has like an option for like what do we call it? Anonymous packaging or something, but that's pointless. It's just if you open it, it's still the same item inside. So. You made a review of it, huh? Yeah, the art is kind of, it put me off because, I mean, if I want to buy a Nero game, I kind of want it to be, you know, doing its purpose, if I may say politely. So, if the design is not good, I'm just, yeah. Yeah. So that was an impulse purchase back then. And, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wish I could say more, but I want to respect Kevin's stream.
Depends on what you're saying.
Sometimes I go overboard and, oh shit. What is this? Oh, it's dark again. I hate this. You know those portions in the dungeons where you have like status elements caused by,
yeah, the blind one.
Yeah, I hate it so much. What is that? At least I have a map to navigate. Back in the Trails in the Sky games, I was not even able to use a map. That was awesome.
And that's where you realize you need more ergonomic options.
Speaking of which, Nightman, I remember when we both bought like Elisa Dojins, and like Knight was the MVP because he actually helped me get it because, you know, I couldn't, like, I bought mine on Mandarake. They still had like a Sentu Elisa Dojin I liked, and I was like, shit, I cannot buy it, you only take credit card. He was like, oh, I got you, fam. I was like, oh, thanks.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, for me, like, my dad saw it, but he was like, you know, you're a guy, I get it, you know, it's okay. So, I just own it now, you know. I mean, honestly, it's nothing too degenerate, it's just like your vanilla, you know, romantic dojin. It's not really, you know, it's nothing that my dad would be like, what the fuck?
What's happening in there?
Yeah, because we all know there's some really magic crazy stuff out there. So.
For me, I have a like I usually say, I kind of have a different mindset when it comes to those things.
Yeah, man. Also,
Like-
nice if you. I know if you need anything from me too. Like, you know, I will always do what I can for my friends too. The homies, except for Kevin, of course. We all know that. Even if I can't really do much. I will never know when the occasion happens.
Will come, yeah, indeed.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind buying more dojins. Like, I wish I could have like a collection or something just for fun, but especially since it's fairly cheap. Like, you can buy them and not get any custom fees, but it's still, you know, it's you need credit cards and stuff for that. Because the sites that use PayPal do not, for some reason, they don't have dojins. I don't know. But yeah, also I noticed that Knight was buying his dojins on like a very expensive website, and I was like, dude, you can find the same dojin for like a quarter of the price. And I hope he took notes of what I showed him for that, because you know, paying like $30 for a dojin is
Yeah, it's
no.
too much.
yeah.
They don't even cost that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, a dojin in reality is very cheap. Like, if you buy them at Comic when they came out, you'd probably pay like $5 at most.
Yeah, probably 5 or even... I think it ranges between 20 to 5.
Yeah, and it took Japanese money, but you always get conversion, an automatic conversion, so, you know, it's easier that way. You can find them on Mandarake, it's called Mandarake. And they have like lots of old stuff also, so which is nice. That's how I found the Elisa one, because it's an old one. Yeah, the website Knight showed me, I was like, holy shit, $30 for a dojin? Like, not having to say it. Man, sometimes I wish I could just go to Japan just to experience those comic and stuff once things, maybe when things come back to normal, we need to try to do something.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure eventually once the vaccine is a thing, you know, things go back to normal, we need to do something and have a trip or whatever. The absolute dream, Bob, would be to like organize a trip with all of us and somehow meet up in Japan, because we don't come from the same places.
True.
I mean, Kevin and I, we could organize it because, you know, France and Belgium are like pretty close, so I could just go to Paris airport or like whatever. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's try to do it someday. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. And maybe, who knows, meet up some of Kevin's friends in Japan. Meet up maybe Mitsuki.
Yeah.
That would be
Mitsuki is a
cool.
definite stop.
Oh yeah, man. And yeah. Man, it's so dark. This thing. Whew. Where am I supposed to go? Oh shit, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But yeah, man, me streaming would be, you see me get lost all the time, like running into walls.
You have to visit Akihabara. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, obviously, that is like the holy grail for us at least. I mean, for me at least. But yeah, Absolutely. And do all the stuff that will make us cringe, like go to maid cafes and cringe and wish we could hide under like the table because it's embarrassing as fuck. Go to like those culture shops where you know you see cultured items and dojins and stuff. Man, that would be so cool. Sentai no.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm sure you would.
I mean, Mitsuki sent me a bag from there. From
Oh,
Toranohana.
nice. Oh, nice. He's not an otaku, right?
Yeah, he's not an otaku. And it had Minamoto no Raiko Doji inside.
Oh, wow. Oh,
I was like, dude. he bought me Raita's art book. He slipped in Minamoto no Raiko Doji with it. I was like, what the fuck? that
would have
was
been hilarious. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was like, why is that something more than than the item I just ordered? And I was like, hey, surprised.
Speaking of which, I was browsing JList the other day and I saw like that Raiko Onaho again. That shit is expensive, dude. Like it's $60, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Like
sorry.
holy shit. I mean, this is, I know that Japan is like very serious about this stuff, so God knows what they did with it, but yeah, that's so funny. Like, could you imagine if he bought this for you, like throw it in some that?
No,
That would be
please
the
God,
ultimate
no.
like Chad move.
At least the Rinko one.
Oh yeah, I saw a wrinkle one.
Yeah, I know there's one. I think there's one for every girl. I mean, every main girls at this point.
Yep.
Because you know, it's R18 already, so you know they go ape shit with that shit.
Yep. Oh, let's see. But yeah. One thing I absolutely want to try as well is like a nice onsen, like a relaxing, you know, hot spring, Japanese hot spring. That would be the bee's knees. Because we don't have hot springs here, because no volcanoes, I guess.
Well, we have the spa. It's not really the same, but you know, it's still a hot bath and shit like that.
Yeah,
so.
I guess, yeah. True. But it's not the same, like, atmosphere and environment. Like, you know, going into those, like, classic Japanese ryokans, let's say, and you get into those, like, natural, you know, hot springs with, like, waterfalls and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
True.
Yeah, I think it's Asia only. Yeah. We don't find hot springs in Europe, at least.
Yeah, it's not a common thing here.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a lot of volcanoes to begin with, so that's also why. Because, you know, hot springs come from that stuff, so...
Yep.
But at least I'm glad there's not going to be like a volcano erupting anytime soon in the region.
True.
We tend to forget that these things happen. Like, volcanoes do erupt once in a while.
Yep.
We do get more tornadoes though, which sucks because it used to be not the case.
Yep. Used to be
I'm
safe.
blaming Trump. He sent the overflow of tornadoes to Europe.
Thanks, Obama.
Godzilla, yeah. Godzilla, man. But yeah, the crazy thing is like 2 years ago, or maybe a year ago, I forgot, there was a tornado like a mile away from my house. And I heard it, like I heard the tornado, but I didn't know it was a tornado. But I was hearing like at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., I was hearing like the sound of what sounded like a train mixed with a plane. Like it was like a plane passing by, but it didn't move, if it makes any sense. Like it was staying, like the noise was staying, but it sounded so weird. And then the next day I heard, oh Max, you heard? Like there was a tornado like a mile away that destroyed stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? So that's what I heard when I was chilling on my desk.
Oh, so that actually was a tornado.
But yeah, what's funny is that I made an expose when I was a kid about tornadoes and everything, and I actually know everything about them, but I didn't even like
Recognize
stop
it.
it. Yeah, I didn't even think, oh yeah, that's what tornadoes sound like, you know, because I know what they sound like, but I didn't even think about it because I was like, no, tornadoes here? No, no way, it doesn't happen. And then, yeah, it was a small one though, of course. It's not a. We got an EF3 at the border, but not here. No. Yeah, thanks, Trump.
Oh, now we're flying to the final dungeon.
Oh, Soka. Yeah, you're gonna be like split into. You're gonna be split now. Oh shit, what is this? Yeah, maybe you can tell me what happens once you get there, because I mean, be prepared for a long ass cutscene. Trust me, it's gonna be long. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could say that's what he said in this case.
That's the problem with Kiseki sometimes.
Yeah,
Cutscene.
yeah, this cutscene's gonna last a long time, trust me. Because I saw it, so I already saw the entire cutscene, so I don't need to watch it again at least.
I think the problem is that the cutscene tend to drag on because they borrow the visual novel type of, let's say, writing or screenwriting, script writing or whatever.
Yep.
There are a lot of talks and a lot of details, which isn't a bad thing, of course. But the structure takes to drag on the cutscenes, and the cutscene takes way too long sometimes. Like you have a lot of exposition, you have a lot of detail, you have a lot of explanation.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Honestly, I don't mind, but
the
I do
rhythm,
now.
Yeah, but
because of what the games are becoming. Sorry.
No problem.
You know what I mean? Like, it used to be fine for me. Why? Because the games seem to focus just as much on, say, character build-up and details as much as like the outside world. And now it seems like the characters are just not as detailed and cared about as much as, let's say, the world around them. So it makes me feel like the characters are just like a tool to like tell you what's going on in the country, but you're not really, you know, seeing the same happening for the cast themselves, I guess, if it makes any sense. That's what it feels like to me anyways. So I'm kind of like not enjoying those long world building sections because of that, because I know it's just, I don't know, it's just a thing for me. psychological thing, I guess.
Well,
Controls in the Sky, I was like, I don't know, it felt balanced between the two. So the world felt like grounded and grounded. When I say grounded, I don't mean like realistic. I mean it felt, you know, the characters lived in the world, and you know what I mean. Now it feels more like the characters. You see a depiction of the characters, but it's not really more than that. If it makes any sense, it's very much on the surface type level.
yeah, basically some characters are reduced to one line.
Yeah. Max is like trying to explain something by spending an hour just like using all the words he can use just to say simple things.
For UCC's 4, it's basically, I'm gonna show you the Noble's Way. Laura is, I'm gonna show
Sword.
you I'm gonna show you my sword. Alisa is everything is for Rhineford. Green is I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't even know really. It's like
Just kidding, of course, but you know, some characters for humorous. If you want to, let's say, make fun of them, they could be reduced to one line, and then you have the character,
indeed.
which is kind of sad, of course.
It
Of course,
is,
I don't think that, but some people could think that, and they wouldn't be wrong because that's what they become, in a way.
Yeah. I think the thing I really not felt, but what I could really empathize with the most when your friend talked about it was the whole thing with it felt like playing all this was for nothing, kind of like waste of time, because what comes out of it, nothing really. Like when it comes for the characters anyways, it's just I don't know. That's what I feel like when I talk about character details compared versus, let's say, the world details. Like let's see Rin, like what is he now compared to what he was in Sen 1? Not much more, really.
He has more titles.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like for also like now we have grown adults, but they don't feel like adults because since Falcom is trying to make them stick into like this frozen state, let's say, they cannot make them any more than they are. So you see them age, but nothing changes. That's what I feel like. You know what I mean? Even for work, like let's say, I would have loved to see like some really big accomplishments in like careers and stuff, and I don't know, something beyond what we're seeing. You know what I mean? Like something you would expect from adults becoming, I don't know, accomplished.
Well, in that
Rin,
side,
what is Rin? Like he's a teacher, sure, but it doesn't seem like an adult he doesn't seem like an adult either. Like
well, I think Falcom mostly used men for that.
Yeah, they do, but I want to see women too. Why can't I see Laura like I don't know, do something big for her family or like take after her father or whatever? Remember when we all were like speculating about that because of her father having problems, whatever.
But she does take after him since she is a master of the school, so she is a wandering teacher from the Arcade style.
Wondering, but yeah, again, I don't know. It's underwhelming to me. Like to see 4 games happen, 5 games even, and just be like, okay, that's what they do. Okay, alright, cool. I don't know.
Well, I don't really have a problem with that thing though.
Yeah, it's just me. I know it's just me. That's what I feel like. But, I mean, the problem is especially Rin for me. Rin is the biggest problem. Rin feels like he's the same exact person. He doesn't really. It felt like he didn't go anywhere, as far as like personal issues at least.
didn't grow much indeed.
Yeah. And I hate that. I really hate it. So. Because at least, I don't know, when you look at Lloyd, it doesn't feel like that.
Lloyd never felt like that.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, I do look forward to reading without a sense stuck with him. Indeed.
Yeah, I think the problem is that the characters never do something by themselves, and when they do something by themselves, they are blamed for being for doing shit by themselves.
Yeah.
Like when Rin is always blamed for being too reckless, but come on, let the guy rest. He did the right thing to do.
Yep. Also, one thing that your friend said that I agree with is no one really does anything super significant, like meaningful, like impactful. It's just the big shots are outside, and all the main cast is basically a link to said big shot. You know what I mean? It's just not much at all to them in that sense. And I guess what I mean when I say I want to see them become something bigger and more accomplished, that's also what I mean. Like, I wish we could become something like that. Something that really impacts the world, I guess, within the thing.
Considering how the
it's
world
very
is,
idealistic, but you know.
yeah, considering how the world is, nah.
Yeah, sadly, yeah, I know. But I just wish to see something that feels like an accomplishment. That's it. I don't know exactly what, but something. And I didn't get that out of anybody. I did feel that for Estelle and Joshua though, because, you know, they have a real job that they want to do, that they decided to do, and they do what they do, you know, it's like that, and they're happy with their lives, there's nothing to work on, it's just done, it's over,
Yeah.
And for Rin, for example, it's like, that dude has issues, like that dude has a lot to work on, and in 5 games, dude, like, please, just give us a conclusion, and let it go after that.
Yeah, that's the problem with Rin. After 5 games, you still feel like the man still has some issues.
Yeah, and I think Falcom does that on purpose because they want to keep Rin at hand. They want to have Rin, you know, disposable, not disposable. You know, they want to have Rin reachable when they need to because he's popular. That's what I feel. Because that way they can just bring him back whenever they want to, because he is, you know, he is an asset in that sense.
Yeah, they want to have him conveniently placed on where they want the story to go.
Yeah,
and
while it's telling Joshua, it's like, you know, we don't need them anymore, so who cares?
And it's crazy on how Rin resonates with everything.
Yeah,
like
he does.
Like he was the most prominent figure in Saint 4 because of the curse.
Yep.
And he was also in this game he also resonated with Lapis. Like, why him?
Yeah.
Because it's Rin.
because it's Rin. Because special snowflake.
Like, who wants to protect Nord the most? Gaius. But who actually protects it? Rin.
Yep.
Sad.
Always Rin. Always Rin. And that's why I'm kind of angry at this, because I don't know, it's all these days it's all in the sake of convenience and like twisting everything just so Falcom can have the narrative they want to have, regardless of how they do it. Just do it and that's it. That's what they do now. And Rin is just a valuable asset for Falcom since Rin is very popular. And they made him that way, I guess.
少し雰囲気が変わったなてめえらの方こそな
And we have also an entire cast that's basically treated like idols because no one is allowed to do anything because it would upset people, I guess. I don't know. So now Zimiria is like a land where no one gets laid, and like I said jokingly, babies get delivered via Amazon or something, or like it's Josette that's delivering the babies from the ship. Like everyone is super attractive, but no one gets laid.
Yeah.
なんか余計なのまでいる気がするんですけど。
さすがにシャーリーは来てねえみたいだな
まさかお姉様。
Oh shit, just wasted it. Something I shouldn't have. Anyways.
私の権限でね。西風の面々とも。
It's a shame because I feel like Falcom is basically, what do you call it? I'm trying to find the word. They're willingly limiting things, like, you know, like when a car gets limited power for the sake of like pollution, what is it called? Like, I feel like it's an analogy to describe what Falcom is doing, like, they're just limiting things for the sake of, you know, convenience and like, for cars it's rules, of course, it's because of, you know, CO2 and stuff and whatnot. But for the game, it's more like Falcom is doing this to not get any, I don't know, not get any negative reactions because they're afraid.
The problem is that they brought a lot of things with Sen,
Yeah.
and they bloated their option with that.
Yep.
So that became a problem. The big cast became a problem, and because of the big cast, they have to redo everything, including that big cast.
Yep. You know, that makes me wonder, speaking of big cast, Kuro no Kiseki, because since it's coming out a year after Hajimari, which is amazing to think about, so they only worked on it like 2 years maybe 3 at most, which is not a lot. They probably did not have a lot of time to make new 3D models. So I'm expecting the game to reuse a lot of things, of course, and the new stuff will be very limited. So in a way it's good if they focus on like a small cast, but they could do also bad things with it, so let's hope it's the former.
Yeah.
Because if it's like reusing all characters again and have like this mess for some reason in Calver, no thanks.
The thing is that at some point they will need to gather all the forces they have available to fight some kind of shit. So of course, at some point you will have a bloated cast.
Yep, indeed.
For the sake of gameplay, we still need to have a cast available for option.
Yeah.
So the problem with Sen is that you had a ton of options available with the characters, gameplay wise, and you also have a lot of characters involved in the game, and you also have a lot of games involving those characters. So you had a lot of everything. So that's why that's why it kind of feels like so that's why I think it kind of feels bad, because you have a lot of things involved, you have a lot of characters involved, you have a lot of games involving the characters, you have a lot of everything. So sometimes it feels like you're fed up of eating the same shit every day. That's the kind of feel, you know.
Yeah, true. Also, I didn't know that one character out of 10 would be an old one, so that's good, I guess. 10%, that's a good ratio, I would say. I didn't know that. So. But
Of
is it
course.
out of 10 like with NPCs included?
Well,
Or
but
is it like...
with Kiseki's world, I don't really mind that because you have a lot of characters, so some characters coming back saves the thing that saves the fact that you have to write something into it, and instead you can write a character which already exists into it.
What I do like about characters coming back, because I do like it, don't get me wrong, I just don't want everybody to be here, but what I do like about it is it makes the world feel connected. You know what I mean? Like if you want to have the series feel connected, it's a good way to do it. To just have, as long as you have a good reason to have like characters coming back for some reason. I think it's cool. You know, if it works well, it's something that makes it feel like a living world as opposed to separate things, I guess. But then again, if it's not done properly, it could be bad. So it's a double-edged sword, I guess.
Alright, watching the big ass cutscene.
Yep. Sorry, I keep on talking. Yeah, it's gonna last a while. Buckle up, like they say. Fasten your seatbelt. Seatbelt up. Yeah, probably night. That's what I would expect. And some others, probably. Oh shit. Done something stupid again. Honestly, this cutscene makes me feel like it's dragging on for too long, in my opinion. I saw it, so I know. You know. You'll see what I mean. Like, you could get away with a shorter cutscene, in my opinion. I know it's like a climax of sorts, but yeah. Yeah, I think the poll was like, you know, you can get an idea of who might come back with that kind of stuff, so that's good. No United.
Oh, hey, it's an airship from the girl.
So with a bit of luck, we won't see Yuna, because no one wants to see her.
Yeah.
Aside from 4chan, I guess. Lol.
Aside for what?
4chan.
Lol.
Because, you know, apparently according to a friend, everyone on 4chan loves Yuna, and they compare Lisa to Josette, so, I don't know.
Lol.
Full of shit if you ask me. Like, how can you do that? I don't know. Yeah. Number 9. Big Smoke will be proud. I guess it was fitting that we used the Big Smoke's voice for the latest I'll Come After Hours shitpost. But yeah, we need to focus on different characters because, you know, bullying Yuna is fun, but we need to change things. One thing I'm curious about is like the new engine. Like, is it gonna use the same 3D models? I guess so. Hajimari has a scene in the new engine anyway, so I guess that's proof that we can do it. Have you noticed how each game has this phase where it's everyone's trying to pierce something to get inside it? You know, like for the final dungeon?
Yeah, because you know they have shields.
Yeah. It's always the same kind of procedure.
Man, how much loading screen do they have?
Oh yeah, I know, it's annoying. The loading screens are annoying. Oh yeah, right.
This kind of reminds me Skies of Arcadia with the airships and shit like that. Skies of Arcadia when though?
Wasn't that game on the Dreamcast? I think.
Yep, but I played it on GameCube, the GameCube version.
Oh yeah.
The enhanced version, yeah.
Yeah. I do have a Dreamcast, but not a GameCube though. But when I saw the price of the game, I was like, yeah, maybe not. Retro gaming is expensive. And you can burn CDs from Dreamcast anyway if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, a portal to go to one of those areas in the. I just reached, you know, those separate areas in the corridor with that music. Special music. Ah, it's not the music I like. Yes. You know something I've noticed? We talked about this when you played These 9, but it seems like Falcom cares more about character detail in like East than they do in Kiseki now. At some level at least. If you know what I'm referring to.
What?
What is going on?
They stopped the beam with Aurelia, Wallace, Mateus, Victor, and shit like that.
Scene, yeah.
With the enchantment.
Oh yeah.
That was badass. Man, even the way the cannon opens, it's totally the Moonstone cannon from Skies of Arcadia.
I wonder when I'm gonna go back to Cold Steel 4. Oh man, I don't know. Really don't feel motivated, so not anytime soon anyways.
Neither do I. After Hajimari, I'm taking a break, so I'll probably
Yakuza,
be on,
maybe?
yeah, Yakuza 5 or Nier Automata.
Oh, to
Also,
be or not to be.
yeah,
Alright.
or also, uh, yeah, I think I'll platinum Yakuza 5 and then go to Cold Steel 4.
Huh.
Because I also play Genshin on the side, so I don't
Yeah.
I kind of have some ways to detach a little bit.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, for me, after I finish Hajimari, I'll just not play anything. Maybe I'll try to play East 9 once more once it comes out, if I get it, because apparently Brexit is like ruining everything right now. So I might not get my copy of East 9 because Brexit. I always said that Misa Europe going in England was a mistake. I always said that.
Yeah, I guess now they really need to set up a shop in Europe instead.
They have to, yeah, they have to because if they don't, they won't be selling to anyone outside the UK and maybe Australia. So
Yeah, but yeah, I kind of forgot that East 9 is coming out. I think I'm gonna cover it.
that would be nice, yeah. For me, I'll try it. If I cannot play it still, then it's okay. You know, it is what it is. I'll get to see myself as an NPC in the game. Once again, because I did already in 2019. Could you imagine it's been a year and a half since, I think it's a year and a half since East 9 came out in Japan. It's actually pretty fast for localization. Like a year and a half is not too bad, honestly. Yeah, so the party thing is like, who you choose go with Lloyd and the rest go with Green. Who wants to and choose?
Yeah. I think I should leave Lisa with Ring though.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Also, maybe try to have like some kind of balance between the two teams, just in case. That's what I would do as well. Because I know you have setups and everything, so you know that would suck if Green was like with the bad of the bunch, I guess.
Nah, he'd be fine.
Okay. while you're doing this, I'm just like, I keep on grinding the corridor levels. So you told me like the rest of the corridor will like unlock in the final dungeon?
During the final dungeon, yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, because for now I cannot go further than the second level of like the 4th floor, I think. God damn it! Oh fuck. Ore no bandana. But yeah, Kev, apparently someone got upset by the last post we did on
About what?
Welcome After Hours. That's
What
funny.
happened?
Well, apparently, you know, Previous came across a Yuna fan that was very not happy about the Yuna bullying. That's it.
Lol.
Lol, like you said. Also, it's just a gag, people. Like, calm down. We're not serious. We had a lot of ideas, and some involved Yuna, so that's how it happened.
The only thing that's really real in this is that I dislike Yuna.
Well, yeah.
I have a problem with her. Though
I do as well.
I just don't want to influence people.
Yeah.
I have a problem with her. That's just what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what is this? That's hard to see. Yeah, indeed, right. But even if I dislike her, that's where it ends. Like, it's not like we're just like bullying her like to death just because we, I don't know, have some kind of hatred. It's just, it became a gag, a running gag, because we had a lot of ideas and it kind of like happened, you know? It's not like we're doing this to be vile or something. People just cannot take a joke, I guess. Well, some people. We even make fun of the characters we love in this thing, so, you know?
Everyone takes it.
Yep, exactly. No one is safe in Falcon After Hours, so it's not like, oh shit, I'm doing something really bad right now. No! Oh no. Those status elements, man. Oh yeah, no, it's probably, yeah. Yeah. 4chan and Reddit with Falcom, it's like its own, let's just call it its own thing, yeah. It's not like other people. Oh, fuck. Everyone's gonna die. Because of my stupidity. Yeah. Yeah, and I.
つの代わりになるってそばにいるって誓ったのに。
スーちゃんがいないとなーちゃんを。
大丈夫だ。きっと彼らにはリーンたちがついてくれて、そして君には今ルーファスさんと俺たちがついている。ルーファスさんはもちろんナーディアってことに
Are
は
you
渡せそう
kidding
だ。
me?
それは君たちが一番分かってい
You
るんじゃ
gotta
ない
be
か。
kidding me.
それはきっと彼らのログを動き出そうとしているはずだ。だったら俺たちも立ち止まるわけにはいかないだろう。行こう。俺たち全員の未来をつかみ取るために、そして大切な人たちとまた会うために。
みんなで力を合わせればきっとできるよね。キーアたちはずっとそうやってきたんだから。
あんたに言われるまでもないさ。あいつは俺が守る。絶対に。
そして絶対に使命を果たしてみせる。ルーファスたちと一緒に。そしてあなたたちとも一緒に。
どのみち彼女抜きではこの異変を解決などできまい。せいぜい力を合わせていくとしよう。国言が人なら丸なる。それまでに必ずこの坂島のを停止させる。トールス7分特務支援官リベール組にルーファスさんたち、そして協力者の皆さん、全員で最後の壁を乗り越えるぞ。
Synchronized pep talk, huh?
バベル今さらだからよくこんなものを秘密裏に完成させた。
Yeah, typical reaction from
雷のの方針や根幹となるシステムは軍需工場で作っていたみたいだけど。
AI による情報操作と高性能ステルス装置。放っておけばさらなる脅威すら生み出すだろうな。絶対に止めてみせます。俺たち全員の手で。
Yeah, that's that's what's funny about it. Honestly. It's like when I posted the Yuna getting blasted by a bazooka video, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, put Elisa next," and I'm like, "Why? She's not a platform. She doesn't need to." The joke was about like fixing a platform, a continuity issue, and the guy was like really mad, and I did it. Yeah. The thing they don't even realize with those people that react this way, they're basically doing exactly what those posts are, trying to do. are biting. If you think about it, that's basically bait. And, yeah. Oh. Oof. I get the good old chicken music. Oh my God. Oh, I wonder what the soundtrack is going to be like for Okudo. I'm guessing the same as it was since Sen 3. Like same kind of thing. Unless they invest more in music now, again.
Yep.
Because one thing I have to say is Sen 1 and 2 had way better music and more memorable music. But just the better games out of the 4 Sen games. For me, by far.
Yeah, in terms of music,
quality,
yeah.
Yeah, in terms of quality, and I think it just gave a lasting impression also on the games. While Sen 3 and 4, not so much. I mean, also proved that New 7 is like the inferior cast because they didn't get that awesome music. They just got what they deserve.
Done.
I'm joking. God damn it. Yeah, I do like them too, you know. I'm not saying they're bad. Also, Altina, for me, she comes from Sen 2, so she's not really in the same boat, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I do like Ash in some levels. I think he's pretty fun. And actually, Ash is the only one to call out Green on his bullshit. So,
Yep.
cool. Gotta respect the man for that. That's also one thing I don't really... I was thinking about this the other day, but... it feels like whenever like characters have like big issues, or like, you know, let's say Reed with his problems, no one is really interacting and talking about these things. Is like, it feels kind of weird to me when I see that. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when you see character interactions and how they deal with personal issues together, it's not really, it doesn't feel natural, it doesn't feel organic.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, let's say when Rin was when he learned about, you know, Osbro being his dad, no one, like, you don't really see characters talking about that, or like, I don't know, when things like that happen, I like to see reactions, and I don't know, that's what makes also the world feel more believable, and not just not say anything and continue and be like, okay, whatever, move on. I don't know, that's just me. I've seen games that do that, like they do it very well. You see really characters caring for each other, and in this one, despite being so, like, you know, having super strong bonds and like we love each other, we're the best friends ever. And despite that, it's like no one is really trying to help each other and be, I don't know. I mean, it does happen once in a while, but you know what I mean, like for the big deal stuff.
The thing is that it's too much implied.
Yeah, it's implied, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's one thing I wish to see, because that's what makes it look a bit more, like I said, believable in its own, you know, having believable characters, basically. Like if I learned something super dramatic about you, I wouldn't be like, yeah, see you tomorrow, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some stuff needs to be discussed, and it feels like nothing gets discussed when it comes to that stuff. Sora was more open about this. If you look at how Estelle and Joshua were dealing with issues, they tried to communicate at first, even in FC, like Resident Sky FC, and you know, that did not happen anymore after that. Yeah. I know you could say that, Max, you're being way too picky and like those are details, but this is why I came in this series for. It's for the details. That's what I loved about it when I first played Trails in the Sky.
That's why people are praising it after all.
Yeah. Remember all those articles back in the day, like talking about this niche series that was amazing, crafted with love, details and world building, lore, blah blah blah. Taking pride in, you know, being something crafted with care, and then it's like now it doesn't really matter anymore. It's just about pumping as many games and be as convenient as you can while keeping the feel, I guess. We'll see what Falcom does next.
Yep.
Because, you know, I'm saying this now, but things could change.
Peace out and see you later. Maybe.
I'll see you night. And bon appetit.
Yep, see ya.
Yeah, see you, man. Have a good one. So I see you in the dungeon now. Because I still have your stream on my right screen. That's what I like about having a dual screen setup for me. I can see better than, say, if I kept a phone or something next to me.
Yeah, I have my laptop next to me, so I
That's
follow
pretty
both.
nice.
I wouldn't be able to follow the chat after all.
Yep. Neat. Like Mayushi would say. I don't know why I said that, but Max goes insane. No clickbait. Oh, not this again. Why am I doing this to myself?
Because you're masochist.
I'm gonna start thinking that's the case because sometimes I just wonder why I'm putting myself through all this to not be satisfied in the end. So this is plot. When I hear Lloyd's voice in the game, I'm thinking back to when I was watching the Saikano movie.
Yeah.
It was a great moment. I enjoyed it very much.
I should have a look at it. I know how it ends, of course, but you know.
Yeah, but trust me, it's worth watching.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't get the details if you don't, so you might as well. Because
Oh, God.
actually it turned out better than I thought, so I read the stuff.
The dungeon don't switch music.
What about the dungeon?
The dungeon doesn't switch battle music.
Oh,
So you're stuck with one music playing with 1
that
hour.
sucks.
Doing like more than 1 hour actually.
What just happened? Well, I just saw a monster go supernova, like a star, you know? What the fuck? I never seen that.
I don't know.
You know what supernova is? Maybe not, because I'm saying that, but... You don't know?
Nope.
It's when a star dies, so, you know, in space, when the star is about to die, it goes what we call supernova, and basically it explodes, like, you know, a really big explosion, and that's it, you know, it dies exploding with like a lot of light, and
Oh,
that's what we call a star going supernova.
you meant that supernova.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about some music or whatever.
No, no, I was just talking about, like, you know, space things, like,
Yeah.
you know, space terms, I guess. I was bored the other day and was watching like a whole bunch of stuff about space, and man, there is some pretty, really scary stuff in space. That you kind of don't want to know. It's fascinating. I like it. It's interesting. Oh crap! What did I do? No. I did something stupid again. Oops, I did it again. Oh, Kevin getting a copyright strike, sorry.
I better be careful with that shit.
So you think you're gonna try to finish the dungeon today, or like, because it's pretty late, right?
Nah, I won't finish it today. I just wanted to get in, at least,
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
and advance a little bit.
Yeah. I getcha. Once I finish like the main story, I'll probably put my PS4 Pro back in the living room so I can do like the Crossbell VR events in VR. Yay! I think Risha in VR will be very pleasant.
Yep.
I wish you could go to my place to experience it, but you know, who knows?
Nah, no
Maybe
worries.
this damn virus will under control sometime. I hope. almost forgot to go. Yeah.
私の番だ。任せなさい。私の番ですね。
Okay.
覚悟。大切なものを守るためにも。やったわね。
よしやったぞ。
Man, I'm really not looking forward to pay taxes on the NISA Europe games. God damn.
Yep. You bought East 9, right?
Yep, the limited edition. And they sent emails saying like they might have to cancel pre-orders and ask you to buy the item again in 2021 when the law changed, so you can pay like import tax laws when they send you the item. So I'm like, whoa, fuck no. I don't want to pay East 9 like $200, man. Please no.
Yeah, true.
That sucks, man. Oh, I'm actually advancing pretty well. Nice. I mean, I'm saying that, but I think I need to do like at least 3 entire corridor runs, 3 resets, I guess, to get what I need.
Yeah, the stones and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Unless I decide to skip and do it after the story, I guess I can do that.
Yep.
That's a possibility as well. So. Oh. Oh. That's bad. No, I messed up. Oh no.
Fuck man, this joystick is drifting on the left.
Oh crap.
Yeah, I'm borrowing borrowing those controller, one of his controller, so that's why. I'm not at home, like you know.
Okay.
I just brought the PS4.
I see. You brought it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, with this night and everything coming out, I think we, at least I will not need a PS5 like in at least, I don't know, 6 months at least. And that is if a good game comes out for me in the meantime. Because there's still like PS4 games coming out. I remember when you came to my place, I was saying I won't need a PS5 in like at least maybe 6 to 8 months because, you know, there is East 9 and other things and still PS4 games coming out, so.
Indeed.
Remember when you came to my place in May of 2017 and PS3 games were still coming out at the time? Like
Yeah.
we still had like some Japanese PS3 games. Cold Steel 2 came out like in October of 2016 on PS3.
Yeah, it came at the end of its cycle.
Life cycle, yeah, because they stopped. The PS3 was basically finished after that. Yeah.
レベルアップですね。
Oh no! Please no. It's crazy how time flies. I remember when the
Yeah.
PS3 was still like the current system. PS5.
Yeah, crazy to think like 10 years ago, like literally 10 years ago, at this time I'd be pretty much playing the Xbox 360, playing Gears of
Yeah.
War and shit.
Normie.
Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So, I used to play normie games too, but for me it was like mainly Need for Speed. You know, Gran Turismo. It's always been, I guess. Some adventure games. No RPGs actually, which is fun. I used to just play like racing games and stuff. Burnout.
Burnout. Yeah, I
And
remember
GTA,
that.
of course. Yeah, Burnout 3 is my favorite.
I only played
Burnout
Burnout 1 though, because I had
Oh,
Burnout
okay.
1 on the GameCube.
Oh, I see. Man, Burnout 3 was like, is a weird game. Like, it has a weird meaning for me. I think I told you that story, right? About Burnout 3 Takedown, like why that game has a very special place in my life for some reason, and it's pretty unusual, I guess. Did I tell you?
No, I don't think so.
So when I was 15 years old, which was 15 years ago, holy shit, I got diagnosed with, you know, my IDZ, like, you know, retinitis pigmentosa, and the people were like at the hospital, like saying, oh yeah, you're gonna become blind and there's nothing you can do, so have a good day. See ya. And my parents were like crying, everyone was like completely messed up, and I was really angry. And I went, like all I needed was like an escape from reality, whatever. And we stopped at a, you know, local supermarket, and I bought Burnout 3 Takedown, thinking I'm just gonna play a game. And basically I went in my bedroom with that game, and I had a great time just like, you know, playing the game and not think about it. And I don't know, it's just a game that helped me in like the start of this struggle, I guess.
I see.
it was a very fun game. Like, you know, it had a very positive vibe, a very fun vibe, of like, I don't know, it was very festive, and it's kind of weird to think about it this way, but yeah, it's the first thing I did when I left the hospital was buy Burnout with Takedown. That's why that game was kind of special to me for some reason. It's a weird reason.
I remember that game though, because we had it on the.
It was on 360 as well, I think.
Yeah, but we had it. How would you call it in English? But basically, there was some kind of common room in our secondary school, and where you could play some video games and shit like that. And Burnout Free Takedown was in it.
Nice.
And so
I
that's
remember
the only time
radio
I played
guy.
it.
You know,
Well,
in French he said, Crash FM.
well, we didn't since we were at school, we didn't have the occasion to blast the sound, so it was mostly you know, low sound while playing. So I didn't pay attention. We
The
just
music was awesome in that game.
we just paid attention to what's happening with the game, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a fun game for me, and that's the first thing I did. So when I came back home, and I was like angry at the world, I guess. I just wanted to play games. I couldn't see well, of course, because my eyes were fucked with all the weird tests I got from all the researchers and stuff. And but I was still able to play because the graphics were not like super advanced. So. Yeah, I was starting to wonder. I still remember, like, I was wondering why is all those people in white coats like looking at me? Like everyone was looking at me like I was some kind of a animal, you know, like some kind of weird species or something. And I was like, what's going on? Why are all those people around me? And then I was like, okay, I know why now. I got a rare disease.
Yeah, you were some kind of newbie to them.
Yeah, I was like an attraction, I guess. Yeah. It's crazy to think that this was like half my life has passed since then. That's insane, because I still remember like so well. And that same hospital wants to invite me to do a speech when they can at the university, a speech about, you know, basically they know my case, and apparently I'm a special case, which I hate to say, but you know, apparently I am. And my vision is stable, and they want me to be kind of a proof that you cannot say, you know, like doctors need to announce things more like with, you know, some psychology behind it, and never just put conclusions before you really know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because they told me like, oh, you're gonna be blind, and still today I'm still not blind. So, you know what I mean? It never went to the final stage of the disease so far, and they told me I would be like completely blind in a few months. And I was, you know, I was destroyed. Like when I heard that, I was really like, fuck, my life is over. And they were wrong because they didn't know how it would happen and how you know, how the mutation of the genes would operate. You know, you don't know what's going on with those rare diseases. You don't know how they will react. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So they want me basically to be, what do you call it? You know, sensibilisé. You know what I mean in French? Like they want me to have a speech to explain to all those like young doctors and whatever that whenever you diagnose something like this, you always have to be cautious with what you say and never have like hasty conclusions, I guess.
Yeah, but you have to weigh your words.
Yeah, and also the way they announced it for me was very rude and aggressive, and really it lacked any type of any type of psychology behind it. Because when you announce something this bad to someone, you want to be, you know, you kind of want to be at least try to be as gentle as you can. And they were like really ruthless and rude about it. So yeah.
I see.
They actually apologized for it. Not the person that did it because she wasn't there anymore. It was an old woman. And when my parents were like crying on the corner, like the doctor was like, "You should be happy. I had to announce this to like 2 kids the other day. Like why? Why should I be happy? Because I'm 1 kid instead of 2? You know?"
Yeah.
Anyways. So yeah, but to be fair, usually people like me become blind in a few months for real. Because I'm legally blind, but I still can see somewhat. And usually it's over in like a few months, but it depends on the mutation. And since my mutation is rare, apparently my type of mutation is pretty slow and stable. That's why it's stable. One good thing about it though, even if it sucks because they're not really researching about my mutation yet, because it's not common, at least they were able to identify my mutation, because sometimes they cannot do it, because it's, you know, research in genetics is pretty tough, so. And some people cannot know, they don't know what's going on and you cannot do anything about it. So yeah, it's a positive thing. Also, the reason why my type is not researched as much, and not at all right now, is because the one that is involves also becoming deaf. Not just blind, but deaf as well. Because both your ears and your eyes just degenerate. So
Really?
that's a pretty big deal, yeah.
There's another patient who's going blind and deaf?
Yep, not just one, like the majority of them.
I see.
So, you know, while it sucks that they're not really in a hurry to try to fix my type of mutation, at least it's stable for now, and they have like something more urgent because of like the amount of people that, you know, have the other type. So yeah.
Yeah, they need to focus on the others.
Yeah, they need to fuck us.
Yeah.
No one's gonna get the reference, but it's okay if someone goes in.
任せてちょうだい。私の番ですわ。
Yeah, my goal for tonight is at least to finish one corridor run. Because I'm pretty slow.
Well, you're lucky there's not much to do for this floor.
Yeah. Oh no. It's dark again where I am. I had that.
Which floor are you in though? Because I think on the last floor it's not dark. It's pyrolysis. It's concealed, but you know, in the last floor it's sealed.
I'm just on the third section of the third floor. So the second to last level on the third floor. So I've got one, after this one I've got 1, 2, 3, 3 stages to do before I finish my run.
I see.
I understand. 'You know, one thing I'm kind of excited to know about with the new Kiseki is who's gonna voice the main cast. Like the series. Who's gonna be voicing the big characters, not the main characters. I don't know. Because the cast is so big in general that I wonder like who's gonna be the new one.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to recast already known actor from the series.
Yeah, indeed.
スカンだ。
気分向上ね。
まあこんなところか。
No.
Then again, it would be possible since you know Rufus.
Yeah.
Rufus, Musei.
True,
Though,
yeah, true.
though for Musei, it's more like a
Pitch
circumstances
change.
because
Changing the pitch.
because you know Miyamatsuki's passing was so sudden, and so that they had to think in emergency for a replacement.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yep. Sadly.
お任せください。こんなのいただきます。
俺の番だな。
Kiseki reuses a lot of their voice actor anyways for
Yeah,
some
you can
characters.
hear it,
Yeah.
especially with like the NPCs and stuff.
Yep.
私の番ですわ。こんなのいただきます。
To be fair, like, could you imagine casting one person just for like one line of one NPC?
Yeah. That'd be weird.
Yeah, indeed.
行こっか。任せて。今だわ。お任せ。今です。任せて。
我ら光を
私の番です。
Ah, so you're on main side now?
Yep. Apparently it switched.
そうか、そうか。Do you know how many episodes you can unlock before the final dungeon?
I forgot.
Okay.
I think 18.
80? That's a lot, holy shit.
No, 18. I said.
Oh, 18. Yeah. Because I was like, 80? What?
There's not even 80 episodes.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, what is this? Okay, teleport thing. You know those sections where like it's a separate thing from like the dungeon? Or I don't know what it's called. Like you have a portal and like it has a separate music. It really reminds me of Neptunia. I don't know why. Because those games were kind of like that. Well, they use the same engine, so they used the same engine before. And I haven't played Neptunia in like a billion years. I don't really care about this series anymore, so.
I only played the first one,
Yeah.
and I haven't even finished it.
I actually did finish it. I loved the character interactions, but I hated the gameplay with a burning passion. That healing system is the most cursed thing I've ever seen in an RPG.
What do you mean?
And then they had to do a reboot of the game already, and then the game became popular. Because, you know, the first one was kind of a weird, low budget thing.
I think
But
I
it
played
had
the.
its charm.
I think I played the reboot. I started playing on Steam, you know, when it re-released on PS4.
Oh, so you never played the original then?
No, never had the originals.
Because the original trilogy was actually only on PS3. You cannot play it anywhere else.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
like you know, I didn't have a PS3 when it first released.
Oh yeah.
I had a 360, and I only got a PS3 when a bit after the PS4 release.
Yeah. Well, it was, Neptunia 1 came out in like 2011 in the West, so it was probably too early for you to play it back then. Because that's when I bought it. Like, I bought those games when they came out in Europe.
Oh,
I was 20 years old. Holy shit, that was 10 years ago. This feels so, like, weird, you know? I still can see myself taking the bus to go to a shop to just buy Neptunia. I saw the game case, I was like, oh, this looks cool, like, with all those purple colors, and like, I'm thinking about video game consoles into like anime girls. I was like, oh, this looks cool, I'm gonna buy this. Those were different times, man.
Indeed.
I'm one of the OGs, like people would say, on Neptunia, but I dropped the series a long time ago. If you think Falcom, like, reusing assets is bad, you haven't seen Neptunia, because they are the masters of reusing assets. It's like, it feels like you're playing the same game like every time.
I see.
It's really bad. I don't know how people could just play those games again and again.
Fanboys.
I mean, it was all about character interactions, I guess. So then, I forgot, what was the verdict of your friend about what she's gonna do with this series now?
Probably having a break for now, but
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll come back for Hajimari.
Yeah. Because,
We'll see about that.
yeah. I feel her though, I really do.
For now, she just wants to be out of. She's done for now with Sen.
Yeah. I really feel her though, I really do. Like we talked about.
Yeah.
Because I agree with everything she said, really.
let's say fair point.
Yeah, indeed. So,
バッチリだったわね。このまま進もっか。やったね。
よし掴んだ。まあこんなところか。
各種ステータスアップです。
当然だな。
I'm kind of surprised that Falcom is not doing anything truly special for like the 40th anniversary of the company. Because I was honestly expecting something, I don't know, something different than what they do like every year. Because you know what they announce is like what they do every year. There's nothing different.
Yeah.
Unless they like keep secrets, but I don't know.
Yeah, for now what they announced is pretty much the usual shit.
Because look, like last year, Aokai, Zerokai, and one major game. You know, there was also Senkai and Sentukai, and a major game. Every year it's the same, so there's nothing special about the 40th anniversary so far.
I think a lot of people expected more for the shareholder meeting, but
Yeah.
it ended up being the same stuff of announcement.
Yeah. For me, I think it's my fault for listening to social media. I should have just, not, you know, because people hype up things so much, you know. Nothing wrong with hype, but sometimes they over. I noticed, especially with Falcon fan base, it's like people like to imagine and like, you know, speculate the craziest shit, and then it's like, no, none of that.
Too much wannabe buzzer.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like they have like super insane like ideas, and it's like, you think really Falcon would do this? Like, no.
Let a man dream, they say.
Yeah.
Use your imagination.
Oh no, man. Come on. I don't know. You know that, imagine developers like, so you know, there is a lot of bugs in Cyberpunk. Oh, just use your imagination and just pretend it didn't happen.
Man, the drift is deadly.
I guess it's like Joy-Con drift.
Yeah.
Why is Altina instead of... Is it in Mary's place? What the... Yeah. I know.
Well, I think I'm just gonna reach another red point, and then I'll walk the dog out and sleep. Because right now I really feel tired.
Yeah, you're tired now, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I haven't been able to recover from the last 2 days.
Oh. Yeah, I've been having one hell of a time as well, if you know what I mean. With not sleeping because of glycemia issues. It seems stable tonight for the first time, so. And as I'm saying that, I'm at 200. Fuck. I don't know what's going on. It's so hard to keep it under control.
私の番ですわ。こういうのいかがです？今です。私の番だね。いや、任せてちょうだい。行こっか。いや、崩れた。もらった。私の番です。チャンス。ええ。今だわ。これだけ。
The crazy thing is, like last night, I had to do like 2 big, really big extra shots at night, and it wouldn't go down. Like, that was crazy, and I didn't do anything. That's so weird. And right now, like after the meal, I was proud of myself because I did good calculations, and I was like at the lowest I could be after the meal. So I was like, yeah, it's gonna be safe and stuff, and now I'm at 200 and I didn't do anything. I'm like, what? The logic behind diabetes, there is no logic.
Yeah.
For type 1. It's just like, sometimes it just acts up. But it could be just a leftover of, you know, the Christmas stuff, you know, the food and everything.
Yeah.
Every year it's a bit of a, you know, a bit of a problem for sure.
Yeah, a lot of bread shit and a lot of sweet stuff.
Yep, so it could just be the aftermath. Probably what it is.
Alright, I reached a red dot. So
Oh, okay.
I was just small cutscene and stuff. Yeah, small cutscene.
I see Lloyd's side now. So now it's Rufus' side, I guess. Or
Rufus and Lloyd share it.
oh, right. Yeah, right, sure. I forgot about that.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop right now.
Well then.
Yeah, I'm wasted, and I really can't recover from the last 2 nights.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, maybe next week I probably won't be streaming until Friday.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Or maybe if I stream, I'll try to set up a stream with one of my friends on Street of Rage 4.
Oh, nice.
we'll try to do some challenge.
Great.
Either that or just a random session where we're just kicking shit.
Soka.
And no, it won't be Xena.
I see.
Or unless she says she's free as well. Anyways, I'll see what I can do next week because you know I don't stream on Sunday unless exception.
I see.
So yeah, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably even Genshin.
Oh yeah, why not?
Apparently Genshin is relaxing to watch, so...
It is, yeah, it really is. It's funny because I saw like someone play Genshin, like one streamer, that's pretty well known apparently, and he was having such bad luck, it was pretty funny. Like,
Bad luck with the gacha?
Yeah, with the gacha, yeah.
Lol.
So much bad luck, like nothing, he would just get all the worst stuff, and nothing he wanted. It was pretty funny.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, we're just like, why would you even live anymore?
Why? I don't even pull on stream, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just exploring shit and getting the stuff on the map.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a whale yet, and I don't think I'll wear more after maybe some updates. But right now, I don't think I would wait on character. I don't think I would wait right now. I mean, I'll probably put some more money, but for now I just put small amounts of money. I don't basically pay shitload of money just to be able to pull. So
okay.
yeah, so yeah, I put some small amounts, but nothing that would put me into depths.
Yeah. Yeah, some people really spend a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, for now I'm just a small fish and not a whale yet.
So I see.
Anyways, I'll be leaving right now.
Okay.
So peace out.
Well then.